Bam! What's good? What's happening, everybody? And welcome to the post show of every New York Giants Dallas Cowboys game. Today, we're coming to you live right after that epic game on Thursday night. The New York Giants were at home. Caleb, if I told you, guess what's going to happen, Caleb? The New York Giants are going to beat the Philadelphia Eagles by 17. Would you say, you know what, Fares, I agree? Or would you say you have lost your ever-loving mind?
The second one.
And guess what happened, Caleb? What happened, Caleb?
I mean, Camp Scatterboo is what happened.
Yeah, baby. The Scat Man. Carruthers. Okay, not Carruthers. That's not the Carruthers. The Scat Man. 3 rushing touchdowns on the day. The most by a rookie since Charlie Evans since 1971. Jackson Dart also had a rushing touchdown as well. It's just a new energy. No, I didn't, Alex. I actually put it at the end of the stream as we were ending, so you'd watch it. Fair's ignoring my comments like the government. No, I won't. You're right, Alex. F them birds.
Hell
baby,
yeah.
Guess what, baby? Baby, I eat bird. I eat chicken. I eat pigeon. I'll eat rooster. I eat turkey. I eat an eagle. I eat them all. All I got to do is deep fry that rotisserie chicken. I eat it all. Cam Scatterboo. Hey, man, they were saying, the Giants, they have no receivers. There's nobody. Who are they going to pass the ball to? What are they going to do? Giants were like, we're just going to run the ball. We're just going to run the ball. And they ran the ball. And you know what? And when they did pass the ball, the receivers did pretty good.
They caught the ball.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It wasn't bad. Like, it wasn't like, oh, why would you do that? Like, there was Jalen Hyatt had a good game. Jalen Hyatt had a good game. Like, first 3 targets, 3 catches. I think he catches that touchdown catch if Keely Ringo doesn't grab his inside arm. Because guess what, Caleb? He still catches it with his one arm, but unfortunately it falls out because he can't survive the ground. But if he had 2 arms, that's a touchdown catch. He had a great game. Jackson Dart completely has changed this team. I told Brodney, what is he gonna do? Brodney's like, he's gonna change your team, the energy. And I was like, I'm not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe. All right? I fell for it too many times. And you know what? Different team. And you know what? The Giants, he used his feet very well. There was a lot of pressure. He moved up in the pocket, manipulated it very well. He got more yards, and he left his body out on the line. He dove for first downs because he didn't slide.
A little too much. I mean, that's what got him into the blue tent.
Yeah, no, well, the one that got him in the blue tent was he was moving up the pocket, and then Patrick Johnson spears him with his helmet, and then he goes head first into Azeez Ojulari's chest and then knee. Not the diving for the first down. He was fine on that one. But yeah, right. I do want.
But him running like that is not sustainable.
Exactly. He needs to calm down. Yeah, he needs to calm it down a bit.
And you definitely don't want to see what happens when Russell Wilson comes back, because that was one of the worst throws. He threw one ball, dude. It was one of the worst things I've ever seen on a football.
He throws it right to his feet, dude.
Horrible.
Right, dude. Jalen Hyatt was having some good momentum. And he throws it right at his foot. And I'm like, this is why you guys aren't winning anything this year. You made that guy look good. So imagine if you're actually against the better quarterbacks. They're going to shred you.
We were, and we tied.
Yeah.
Didn't lose.
Tied. A tie. It's still crazy to be like, y'all tied Jordan Love. Jordan Love stink too. You know what I mean? I am very happy, man. Oh my God. Beating the Eagles means everything.
I know.
To me, man.
It means everything to me. I don't care who beats the Eagles. Just watching them get their ass kicked like they
did. Them chicken subs smell good right now. Absolutely, Alex. Congrats, Fares, for exposing the Eagles. Yeah. Philly better eat their lemons. No, but here's the thing about Philly, right? Here's the thing about we took advantage. Here's the thing. Just like our win against the Chargers, we took advantage of their players not playing, right? Against the Chargers, they lost 3 offensive linemen, especially Joe Alt. He didn't play. He didn't play in that game. They lost a guard and another guard. In this game, Quinyon Mitchell didn't play, so he was out of the game, as well as Jalen Carter was out of the game. You could say that those 2 players make big impacts in this game because when they're out of the game, everything gets readjusted. You adjust everything. You got to play Adoree Jackson more. You got to adjust your back end. Those were big misses for them, but we took advantage of that. But that's the way the game is. You take advantage of the people missing and you win these games. That's what happened. The defensive line was a little underwhelming. Brian.
I mean, they got sacks. I mean, they put pressure.
They got Brian Burns got 2 sacks.
I mean, they put pressure on him constantly.
Yeah, but there were times where he had all day.
Yeah, there was all the time. It was weird because there was a lot of times where he felt like he was getting pressured a lot and he was throwing bad balls.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of times where he did go all day, and but honestly, he couldn't find anybody. I mean, they were playing good coverage on the receivers, and
the people he found. And the time the people he found, right? He would come up to the pocket, and then one of the DBs would have to come down because they're like he could run, so they would come down hard, and then he would just drop it right behind them to Dallas Goedert or somebody. But there were times where he would roll out. And he found some good time, and he's throwing it, and good tackling by the Giants, which it was crazy to see. They tackled very well. The first touchdown for Jackson Dart, it was straight Jackson Dart. He manipulated the pocket towards up. He ran straight, and he shook Zach Braun, and then he got the touchdown. Second touchdown, he slung it to Wan'Dale Robinson. The rookie Andrew Makuba misses the tackle, and then Wan'Dale just followed his blocks. Little Jordan Humphrey. Little Jordan Humphrey. Nice block. And then guess what? That drive survives because of little Jordan Humphrey's contested catch. It was literally Caleb. He throws it deep, and you're like, is he going to catch it? Straight up rebound. Blocked him out. He blocked out Kelee Ringo, and then he jumped up. And he caught it. It was tremendous. But the offensive line held up. It held up. And the Cam Scatterboo picking up the blitz. Zach Braun, Jahad Campbell. It worked.
Zach Braun was getting tortured.
He had a horrible game.
Oh my God.
He had a horrible game.
I mean, just a run by Scatterboo where he just trucks his ass to the ground. Like, my God.
It was one of the best battles of the night because there was at one point, it was 2v1 in the hole, Caleb. It was Zach Braun, Adoree Jackson crashing in, and Scatterboo runs right through them, scores a touchdown. Initially, it looks like a fumble, but the Giants recover it for John Runyon. Then they say he was down by contact. Then the other ref says, no, touchdown. He crosses the plane. So it was, you want to talk about an emotional roller coaster, Caleb. It went from fumble, down by contact, to touchdown. And I'm like, what is it?
No, I saw it clearly. He clearly got over the line the first. I didn't even
see. I was watching. See, here's the thing. The problem with mine. I was watching on the All 22 feed because I like watching because you see everything. So I have to watch the replay of the touchdown. Then when I saw the replay, I was like, he crossed the line. That's a touchdown. Are they going to call it a touchdown? And they're like, no, it's a touchdown because I see Cam, run away. Shout out to you, Alex. That's the thumbnail for tomorrow. How about them chicken subs? No, Alex, no, shut up. All right. Shout out to LBHT. That's Jose. Shout out to you, Jose. Shout out to Brodney. Hey, thank you, bro. Hey, Brodney, good luck this week. Hope you win. Well, what do you want? You want me to root
I just rooted for your team.
No. The only reason you rooted for my team is that we were against the Eagles. If we were against, the Saints, you wouldn't care. Shut up, all right? Don't play me. Don't play me. Stop playing me, dog. You know what I mean? You're such a liar. I guarantee you were rooting for the Chargers, weren't you? You were rooting for the Chargers, weren't you? Don't lie.
Why would I not be?
Exactly. There it is. Shut your mouth. All right. Yeah. Good man, Brodney. Good man. on the dart side, maybe Alex. We'll talk about it, Alex. We'll talk about it. But yeah, man, great game all around. Like I said before, when I first opened up the stream, by the way, our play-by-play stream is still up. Andrew Thomas is the best offensive lineman when you put him out on an island. What they mean by that is no chip from the running back, no chip from the tight end, no double teams. One-on-one against the edge rusher on the graph. Like they have that graph. Andrew Thomas is at the top. He's the best at it. He's the best at it. And him coming back from this Frank injury, that was the big key. Is he going to come back healthy? This offensive line, man, one bad mistake, and that was the Jermaine Illuminor false start that he was like, because he saw movement. They moved. You know how defensive linemen can move side to side. They just can't move forward. So he saw the movement line, and he had an egregious false start. But outside of that, I wasn't mad. The offensive line was good. They picked up blitzes very well. It was a tremendously called game by Brian Daboll.
Saved his ass for another week.
Yep, it's another week. By the way, then John Michael Schmitz had to get out of the game because Jahad Campbell elbows him in the nose, probably breaking it. And Austin Schlottman, I didn't say his name at all in the second half, Caleb. When are offensive linemen playing good, Caleb?
When you don't talk about them.
When you don't talk about them. Austin Schlottman, I didn't say his name at all. At all. He played very well in absence of John Michael Schmitz. And you know what? To that receiving core, that people were saying, oh, this is ugly.
It was.
Yeah, hats off to you. Hats off to you, man. Hats off to you. Hats off to Jalen Hyatt. Hats off to Wan'Dale Robinson. Shout out to little Jordan Humphrey. The blocking was very good. It was creating the good rush lanes, and we ran the ball. Old school ran the ball. No, he is. Caleb sounds so sad that Fares is happy. Yeah, he is.
I'm very happy.
Yeah. Here's the thing, Brodney. He's happy now because we beat the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm happy anytime the Eagles lose.
Exactly. So Brodney, he only roots. The only team he hates more than my team is the team in green. That's it. But if I was, like I said, Brodney, he outed him.
I would root for you against Washington.
Really?
Wow.
You hate Washington more than the Giants?
Well, no, you just suck worse than Washington right now.
All right, screw you. Okay. All right. Shut up. you stop telling the truth. But when we both stunk, you know what I mean? Are we sure about that, Alex?
Yes, we are very sure.
Are we sure about that?
Very sure.
Well,
100% sure.
We'll see. Hey, B, if you're free tomorrow, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern, come on the show if you're free.
I'll send you the link. Great way to invite him just all of a sudden on short notice.
Okay. That's all right. At least I'm inviting people and trying to collaborate.
It was a great way to do that.
It's a great way to do that. Put the pressure on him. Now he has to publicly deny me, which he probably could do because he doesn't really care. But shout out to you, Brodney. But yeah, man, great game all around. Wan'Dale Robinson, great game. It's a great game. He always seems to be open. Every time he misses something, it's because the QB throws a bad ball, because he's always open for some odd reason. Every time I watch him, he's always open in a zone, a hole. He's always open. You know what I mean? And I really I keep telling people, man, he caught 100 passes. I think 104 in the SEC, Caleb. Would you say the SEC is a good conference?
I would.
Yeah,
other people wouldn't.
Yeah. He's a 5'8" wide receiver. Caught 104 catches in the SEC. You know who's his quarterback, Caleb?
Who's his quarterback?
Will Levis. That man caught 100 balls. And his QB was Will Levis. There's talent there. There's some talent with that guy. It's that you just gotta, throw the ball better at him. Because he's always open in a little pocket. He's always open. He's always open. Third down pocket here and there. He's always open. And it's you got to remember, like, you can't throw hella high because he's 5'8". So you got to make sure where he is. But he'll catch the ball. He will catch the ball. And you know what? Jalen Hyatt, he could have had a touchdown pass if Keely Ringo doesn't commit that pass interference. It was first down at the 1 yard line. Cam Scadaboo had a great game. Jackson Dart reinvigorated this offense. It's just tremendous, man. Just tremendous all around. Like, I can't say much about this. Now this is okay. Like, for the offense, it was a greatly called game by the offense. Now let's talk about the defense. Early on, they weren't tackling very well. For Saquon Barkley had some great runs early on. Bad tackling for him. And then they got adjusted. They adjusted. And they shut him down in a sense. Couple of sacks. I don't think Saquon really did much.
The secondary was still kind of bad because, Jalen Hurts missed a wide open
touchdown.
Smith. That was horrible coverage by them. Jalen Hurts just wasn't very good throughout the most of the game, and he was missing a lot of guys. I don't think he really fixed anything there in the secondary. I think they're still pretty bad. What it was a lot of pressure on him at points, and good coverage at sometimes when he didn't find anybody open. But I think a lot of it just has been more the same of the problems Philly's been having on offense. I mean, their coordinator sucks. He's a bad coordinator. He's been calling some bad plays, and I think it's just more of the same problems they've been having throughout the season, and it finally caught up with them, and it just came out to a piss poor performance tonight.
Yeah, Saquon Barkley, 12 rushes, 58 yards, no touchdowns. Dallas Goedert was the leading receiver, 9 catches, 110 and a touchdown. Makes sense. Dallas Goedert got a lot of safeties and got a lot of linebackers. Our linebackers and our safeties not been playing well. Makes sense why he fed on it. Our corners played well. There was the defensive pass interference on Paulson Adebo. I thought he was going to get another one, but they just found out that actually A.J. Brown actually got away with his. There's a play where he's on the ground, and you're like, what the hell just happened? And then you do the replay, and he's shoving Adebo out the way, which is offensive pass interference on him. So he got away with that one. It would have been, a defensive pass interference on Paulson, then offensive pass interference on AJ Brown, but they didn't want to call the offensive pass interference for some odd apparent reason. I don't know why. They should have. They don't do that a lot, but they should have. So there's that. Then, see, exactly. Like, what was that? That was not. What was that penalty? What was that?
He said something to him.
I don't know what he said.
I mean, obviously, you know what he said.
No. That's how a white man run the football.
That's how a white man run the football. That's what he said to him.
Yeah, Stone cold. But yeah, that one I didn't get either. That was dumb. That was dumb too. That penalty was dumb. They don't call the penalty on AJ Brown. He misses Devontae Smith. Misses him wide open. And then, he sped up his process and he threw the pick because he was feeling the pressure. I got to rewatch the all 22. I got to rewatch it on that play. I got to see how far the pressure was going, but they were getting a lot of pressure when Abdul Carter was in the game, right? One of Brian Burns' sacks, Abdul Carter has a great inside move. He has a great inside move. He puts Jordan Mailata on skates, and then Burns keeps to the outside. Brad Johnson? Yes, Brad Johnson. Yes. If you we were making fun of Jalen Hurts last night. We basically called him Brad Johnson the entire night, which is true. If you're watching the post game on Prime, Cam Scadaboo just ripped off his shirt for no apparent reason because he's a psychopath. That guy is crazy, he is mine. You know what I mean? So shout out to Cam Scadaboo. You know what I mean? And the DBs kind of held up, but the thing is, Jalen Hurts, you're not really scared. You're not really scared of the guy. And a lot of, Javon Holland had a great PBU in the back of the end zone on Saquon Barkley. Cordell Flott had a great tackle on 3rd and 4 inside the 10-yard line.
That was great.
The
tackle on Barkley to stop that drive.
But then, it was a horrible conversion. It was 4th and 4, and it was a conversion by Dallas Goedert. But then the following play, Dane Belton forces the fumble. It was actually his fault that Dallas Goedert got that catch, right? Because like we say this all the time, Caleb, right? With DBs, and this is like commonly taught. I don't know if it was because it was taught to me, but I just assumed it was commonly taught to everybody. When you're in coverage and there's nobody in front of you, like there was for Dane Belton, you get depth. You got to drop back. You keep dropping back because everyone's in the back. No one's in the front of you anymore. So they're all behind you. So you got to keep getting depth. And him and Javon Holland miss Dallas Goedert. He sits in the zone. He gets a catch, and they miss him. And then they go to him again. No, it was A.J. Dillon this time around. They go to A.J. Dillon, and A.J. Dillon is, trying to make if he just fell to the ground, that's all right. But he saves himself from falling to the ground. He tries to jump forward for more yards. And then Dane Belton, who had just given up the catch to Dallas Goedert, Peanut Tillmans him, punches it out, right out at the gate. And then you see Drew Phillips, smart play by Drew Phillips. I don't know if he meant to do that, but he did it anyway. He falls on top of A.J. Dillon to prevent him from getting the fumble. Then he rolls onto the fumble to get it. So he prevents A.J. from getting it by falling on top of him, and then he jumps on it. He did it. I don't think he meant to do it. I think it was probably by accident, but that's what had happened. And we got the fumble back. It was a great, so two turnovers on back-to-back drives. I think it was back-to-back drives, because of what happened. The interception by Cordell Flott. Why on a 3rd down play, Caleb, you're looking to your 3rd receiver?
Because somebody else is open.
Yep, probably. Time to throw, Caleb. Jalen Hurts had 3.42 seconds to throw. That's not good for the Giants. It's great for the Eagles, not for the Giants. That means he had the world back there. He had the world. And I expected that. Because this offensive line, it ain't bad. It's a good offensive line. We're talking all pros here. Mailata, Lane Johnson, Cam Jurgens. They did have to, Tyler Steen is the starting guard, but they don't have Landon Dickerson yet. So it's Brett Torf. He's starting for Landon. Let me double check the depth chart. Yeah, Brett Toff.
Yeah, but they haven't been playing so well. I mean, they gave up 3 sacks this game. They gave up 6 sacks last game. Mm-hmm. He did have time. I think because the Giants played a lot of coverage plays on those times, and they didn't put blitz him on those plays where he had so much time. Mm-hmm. But otherwise, they haven't really been playing very good.
The Giants didn't blitz a lot. They didn't blitz a lot. They sent 4 a lot of times.
Yeah. The Eagles, obviously, the Lions kind of losing their shine. Yeah. At least the past 2 games. I mean, this team hadn't scored. They didn't score 20 points in either game at 17. That's bad. Their offense is just. I mean, it's been bad, but
it wasn't as bad as this.
Yeah.
No, because here's the thing, man. Because people get hip to stuff, right? When you get tape, you stop it. Like, remember when the Wildcat was a thing? You remember that? It's like, oh my God, the Wildcat. Miami Dolphins have figured something out. Ronnie Brown. The following year, it completely died. Everyone had a year of tape on it. And then also, too, Caleb.
I mean, they still do the tush push. Like, they did it 4 times in a row.
Yeah. Committed like 3 penalties on it too.
I know.
Did you see Tyler Steen? He literally false starts.
It was a false start in every single one.
Oh, dude, I'm so pissed. I was so pissed the fuck off. Like, that's why people were like, oh, why are people trying to ban it? It's not because people are like mad that it's effective. It's like, no, bro, they break the rule every single time they do it. There's like 3 false starts
because they break the rule.
Yeah, it's not that they're good. It's that they're committing a penalty every single time. Their guard jumps offside. He false starts. Literally. You can't, like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing here? It's not, we're not being haters.
Well, they're basically saying it's so hard to officiate that you're basically, let's just not officiate at all.
But it's not, though. You look at it. You look at it and say, false start. It's not, they're making an excuse. The refs, again, they know they have power, so they can do whatever they want. Remember when they just never reversed pass interference when it was reviewable? You remember that? And then they got rid of reviewing pass interference because the refs threw a hissy fit? These refs are punks. They've been punks. The replacement refs ruined everything because now the refs have too much power. They can do whatever they want. If they don't want to officiate something, they're not going to do it. And when someone tries to introduce some accountability, they throw hissy fits. They're cowards. All of them. They're all cowards. It starts with Gene Steratore, Ed Hockley, these dipwads on the air. Now they're rules experts. You're the reason these refs suck. And then they retire, and now it's like, hey, Gene, what do you think this, Gene? And Gene's like, oh, I don't know, man. You should have called it. You're an idiot, Gene. We can't officiate it? What do you mean? Just look at it. The offensive lineman literally false starts. What are you talking about? They're just being lazy and they don't want to do it because they're cowards and they're punks. That's the problem. Do your job. But the NFL, we're only part-time workers. You act like you get paid like a part-time worker. That's true. I found a rant in a win. I found a rant in a win, bro. God, I hate the zebras, bro. I hate them, bro. Someone seriously said it's too hard to officiate. Did they seriously say that?
That's kind of the thing that they say.
It's the cowards.
There's so much going on during.
Cowards.
Can't really see a lot.
There's 4 of you.
It's all kind of muddled.
What are you talking about? There's literally one ref on each side of the line, on the left and the right, one right behind the defense, one behind the offense, and like one somewhere else. Then you have the sky judge. What are they talking about? Just write coward on your forehead, dude. Oh my God. All right. But I do have one thing that the Giants need to stop doing. Someone needs to tell Cam Scatterby to stop doing backflips. All right? He needs to stop doing goddamn backflips on that turf. Okay? Enough. I don't want to see any more backflips out of that guy. Enough. Stop it.
Let him do his thing.
Yeah. All right. I have no other positives to say. We won.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay, all right. I do want to look something up, right? Here's the schedule, guys. Here's the schedule we said.
Right. Now, don't do this. Like, you get one win, and it was a great win. Don't stop looking ahead.
No,
like you're about to do something.
Shut up. I want to make sure something right, because I want to make sure what we remembered, what the games we were going to lose. Okay, remember?
You're still probably going to lose them.
So we did say we were going. I thought we were going to beat the Commanders. We didn't. All right. I didn't think we were going to beat the Cowboys, even though we almost did, but we didn't. So I was right about the Cowboys game. The Chiefs game, I said we were going to win because we're going to surprise them. We didn't. So I was right. Okay. I was in my predictions. I was wrong, right, wrong. And then I was wrong about the Chargers because I thought we were going to lose to the Chargers. But I also thought the East-West thing, but I thought the Chargers would be better than us. So I was wrong about the Chargers game. So wrong, right, wrong, but wrong in a good way. I was wrong about the Saints because I thought we were going to win. But 5 turnovers later. Not going to happen. I thought we were going to lose all 3 of these games. All 3 of these games we're going to lose. But we may still lose to Denver because we are going to the West Coast. That does mess people up. But do we beat the Eagles at Lincoln Financial Field?
That's in 2 weeks.
That's in 2 weeks. We shall see.
Mean, if they keep playing offense like this, then maybe.
Yeah. Well, also to the Broncos, they're kind of hit and miss too.
I mean, the Broncos are pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty good, but they're a bit hit or miss. Because they lost to
the Chargers in a close one, and they lost to the Colts on a penalty.
No, Adelia. It's called the West Coast swing. So like they're going towards the West Coast. You're in the mountain time, whatever the hell that is. Sure, but they're going towards the West Coast because they're on the East Coast. Yeah, they lose to so they beat the Titans. Titans suck. So okay, Titans stink. But we'll preview the Giants game.
We'll preview it next week. Let's preview next
tomorrow.
Week.
We'll preview it tomorrow.
No, we can't preview tomorrow.
Yeah, we can.
Then what are we gonna do on Friday?
That's a good point. Yeah, we'll preview it next week. Tomorrow, 5:00 Pacific. Know the time. Me and Caleb will be previewing Carolina Cowboys. Brodney still hasn't answered me, so I don't know if Brodney's gonna be. No. I guess that's a no. Well, I'll hit him up again. I'll just shame him, like I always do. But yeah, it's a good game by the Giants. I don't know why Russell Wilson's the. Adele, you know what I meant. Stop with the semantic shit. Stop. You know what I meant. You stop with that literal shit. God damn it. You know what I meant. You know what I meant. She knows what I meant. Now I'm angry. It should have been a happy night. Now I'm angry. I know I'm not. I'm happy as hell. It doesn't matter. I'm happy. Yeah. I was gonna say something. What the hell was I gonna say? Why isn't? Like? Huh?
What the division? How do you think?
Okay, well, yeah, let's do some divisional overlook. NFL. Let's do some divisional overlook. Not .com, just NFL. I hate the autofill. It's fine, Adelia. It's good. You're all right. I also misspoke. I'm sorry. All right, let's go to the standings. The NFC. All right, the NFC right here. Cowboys are 2-2.
2-1.
Oh, 2-1. Sorry.
Yeah.
2-1.
It's funny. I was watching.
I'm sorry, Delia. I sorry. I have a lot of emotions right now, Delia, and I don't know what to do with them because I thought I was gonna be witnessing a blowout, which I kind of did. I was correct, but the wrong team was blowing the team that it was reversed. So I'm a little wired right now, and I've drunken a lot of Canada Dry. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I was watching the NFC Super Friends, and the Eagles guy was like, y'all's record looks like a high school locker combination.
It is 2-1. Yes, true. That's why I always had that's why I never had that's why my locks were always key locks.
And then another one?
Yeah. Man, that's good, man. That's some good stuff right there. Okay. Did you hear that sound of the snap and the crack and the pop, baby? All right. NFC East. The Eagles are 4-2. Commanders are 3-2. You're 2-1, and we're 2-4. Let's look at the next couple of games for the Cowboys. Panthers. See, here's the thing: the Commanders game is the big game in 2 weeks.
Yes,
that could be the game that takes control of the division. Jose,
he's celebrating.
I'm celebrating.
It's a big win.
This is my show, not your show. I won't drink on your show. but it's my show. Hey, yo, Canada Dry, sponsor us. That'd be a great sponsorship.
So it looks more interesting.
It's more interesting. And once again, this is a division that hasn't had a repeat winner since 2005. I believe. Four. Oh, yeah, 2004-05, right?
No.
So, yeah. Was it 03-04?
It was 2003 season, 2004 season.
Then 2005 was the season. It just started reversing back and forth.
The Giants or Washington won.
No, it was definitely not Washington. I think it was us. It was definitely not Washington.
Washington made the playoffs one time in the 2000s.
Yeah, with Robert Griffin III.
No, in the early 2000s they won it.
With who?
They didn't win the division, but they went to the playoffs and won a playoff game.
Okay, let's look it up. NFC East.
Oh, you gotta really look it up.
Yeah, man, because you
it was like 03, 04, 05.
So when I say something and y'all be like, you're wrong, we looked it up. Oh, but I can't look up when y'all are wrong? Okay.
I'm not wrong about that. It was one of the early 2000 seasons. Washington went to the playoffs and they won a playoff game.
Yeah, it was Philly, 03-04, then the Giants in 05.
Yeah.
Then Philly in 06, then Dallas in 07, then Giants in 08, then Dallas in 9, then Philly in 10, then we won in 11. And then Robert Griffin III in 2012. What the hell did Washington make the playoffs?
In like the early 2000s.
Playoff history. All right. You said the early 2000s? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2005, they beat Tampa Bay.
I told you. That's why I didn't know if it was either Washington or the Giants won the division because they were. I remember that season because it was the Cowboys were in it too because they were like 9-7 and it was like a 3-way who was going to win the division.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then they also made the playoffs in 07 when the Cowboys won the division as well. So, but in 07 they lost to Seattle. They lost to Seattle. Who the hell was on that 2005 team? I want to know this. Who the hell was on this 2005 team?
I don't remember. They were pretty good though.
Oh shit! I saw Clint Portis. Oh, here it is.
Yeah, this Clint Portis was on the team.
Oh my god, this is gross. Look at this, dude.
I know they were pretty good though. Like when they played us, like it was a tough game.
No, here's the thing, bro. Mike Brunell was their starting quarterback. He was
good. He was good.
No, dude, he went 7 for 15 for 41 yards in that playoff game.
Well, yeah, in the playoff game it wasn't good, but during the season
he was awful. He was bad, bro. And then here it is, bro. Clint Portis didn't even have that good of a game. He had 53 yards.
Yeah, in that game.
In a
You're
touchdown.
Talking about one game. I'm talking about the season as a whole.
God. All right, let's look at it. 2005. You said 2005? Washington, 2005.
Oh, my God. We really got to go through the 2005 season?
He had 3,000 yards and 23 touchdowns. Shout out to you, Mark Brunell. Shout out to Mark Brunell. Mark Brunell is the QB coach for the Detroit Lions, by the way. So, Jared Goff. That's a good coach. I like Mike when he was on TV. I don't know why. I don't know why. I guess he wanted to be a coach. Him and Brian Greasy. Greasy's the QB coach in San Francisco. Yeah. Greasy left his Monday night post. That's why they changed Monday night. It used to be Riddick, Greasy, and Steve Levy. And then they got Joe Buck and Troy Aikman and they fired the other three. Well, they didn't fire the other three. They demoted Levy. Greasy left. And Louis Riddick just got moved over to with Wischusen. He does college football now. All right. Yeah, I think that's it. Yes.
No, I mean, you even see if the Giants could make a comeback, or you think Washington's going to take over.
If the Giants beat the Broncos and then beat the Eagles again, they're 4-4. Through 8 games, they're 4-4. That means they still have a shot. But they need the Cowboys to beat the Commanders.
Which we can.
Yeah. And then in a sense, if the Giants and the Cowboys just match each other, that week 18 matchup is big at MetLife.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on whether Philly's going to continue on this
just
downward
trend. Because they're 4-2. And Philly has outside. Okay, so Philly faces Minnesota next week. They're losing to Minnesota. I think they're losing to Minnesota because that Minnesota defense against
they're really good. Yeah, against that offense.
Yeah, that's why. I don't think they're going to win because of Carson Wentz. That's not what I think is going to happen. I think they're going to win because of Brian Flores' defense. So there's that. This is our NFC.
It depends. Well, it depends if they get JJ McCarthy out there again.
Yeah. No, Alex, we are not giving you our thoughts on that. We don't listen to her. Shout out to her though. Shout out to the Swift, but we don't listen to Taylor Swift here. Shout out to the Swift. Yeah, and then they got the Giants again at Lincoln Financial Field. And if this game is like if that game is like this game,
yeah,
that's 3 straight losses, and they're 4-4 as well. So the Giants become 4-4, they become 4-4, but it depends on what are the now. Let's look at the Commanders' schedule.
Who do they play this week?
Exactly, that's the thing.
I don't know who they play this week. They play. Who the hell did they play? They play the Bears on Monday night.
And they don't. Loss. That's not an automatic victory.
That's a possible loss.
That's a possible loss.
I think they're gonna win though.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I don't know about that.
I mean, they're a 4.5 point favorite. I mean,
yeah, but if you watch betting the NFL, the home favorites, that's not as big as they used to be. So I don't know, man.
I mean, but that's a big 4.5 points there.
Okay, yeah, but okay, you're right. Okay, let's say they beat the Commanders, right? They beat the Bears. They're 4-3.
And if we beat them,
no, yeah, they're 4-2. But then if you beat them, they're 4-3, and you're 3-2-1. We're 4-4. Eagles are 4-4.
Mm-hmm.
The division's up for grabs.
That's what I'm saying.
That's everything. Everything is thrown out of whack. Because you're against but the thing is, you need to beat the Panthers this week.
But I don't believe you guys are winning next week.
Yeah, exactly. It predicates on if the Giants beat the Broncos. If they do,
you're not beating the Broncos.
I agree, because that defense is legit. 6 sacks against this defensive line. We only got 3. On them. They got 6. That defensive line is pretty damn good. And Sean Payne, I personally don't like the guy, but he's a damn good football coach. He's a word. It's not because the way he treated Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson stunk. I'm talking about for other reasons. Yeah. So it predicates on if we beat the Broncos, highly unlikely. But if we beat them and then we beat the Eagles, everything is out of whack. And then you need to win your next 2 matchups, because if you win this week, you're 3-2-1, and if you beat them, you're 4-2-1. But if you lose to the Commanders, if you lose to the Panthers, you're 2-3-1, and then you beat the Commanders, you're 3-3-1, and I'm
still not out of it.
You're still not out of it. Everyone's still in it.
Yeah.
And then they'll be 4-3. They'll be 4-3. You'll be 3-3-1. We'll be 4-4. And the Eagles, if they lose, they'll be 4-4, because I believe they lose to Minnesota. But it's all predicated on if the Giants beat the Broncos. Because if they don't, this means nothing. Then it would just be a 3-team race between the Cowboys, Commanders, and Eagles. But I've seen crazier stuff. Okay? But on that note, thank you so much for joining us, everybody. Make sure to join us tomorrow, 5 o'clock Pacific. We'll be breaking down Panthers and Cowboys and previewing the matchup, as well as Caleb. Where else they can find you on this great channel?
You can find me on Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock doing Bet in the NFL. The most recent episode is up right now. You go and watch that if you like making money. You might not have made money if you went with Derek's picks, because they didn't work out too well tonight.
This man said he had a passing touchdown?
Hurts needed to throw 2 touchdowns, and he picked the under scatterbooed yards. I was like, I told him that was a bad idea. It's like Scatterboo was going to get his yards, and Jalen Hurts on passing prop. I would not touch that at all. But I mean, he was bold, and I mean, sometimes you win some, you lose some. But yeah, go ahead and watch that. Plenty more picks. Maybe you can go with my picks. So go watch that.
All right. My name is Fares Muthana, guys. You can find me here every Giants game, play-by-play. I'll be calling it after every Giants-Cowboys game. We'll be doing a post game, and every Friday, 5 o'clock Pacific, me and Caleb will be bringing you Good Friends, Better Rivals, the eponymous show of the channel, Good Friends, Better Rivals. We appreciate you. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We thank you so much. Shout out to Jalen Hyatt, man. You had a great game, man. I see you, dog. You had a great game. Well, compared to the standard that you've currently been heading. But overall, you had a really good game. I really like it. And shout out to that offensive line, man. Our offensive line, they played very well. They picked up the blitzes. They picked up the stunts. Cam Scatterboo with the blitz pickups off of the running back position. I'll say this, man. He's created a vibe in that running back room that's a little different. There was one play, Devin Singletary. He was dead on arrival with Reed Blankenship. And then he carried Reed for an extra yard. So the juice is flowing in that running back room. But on that note, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful time, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace. Well, tomorrow. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
And after the game.